So in such situations, the only option with us was to be proactive. Means the attack was best defense in this case, because it is not possible to find out people and to do the contact tracing. For example, if any person who is using a common toilet, and that particular toilet is being used by at least 2000, means 1000 or 2000 people, and they might be using that toilet, to or the same person who is standing in a queue for his food, which is being distributed in the area, or the same person who might be going for any service to any essential services. So it is practically impossible to do contact tracing in such situation. So what we did is we decided to go proactively instead of becoming reactively, that we will enter into all houses, we'll find out who are being affected, and we will do door to door screening of people. Because meanwhile there were many cases of fever and any other symptoms, who have no contact tracing, who are not into any contact tracing history, and they were all rushing to the hospital, and few of them were dying as well. So we decided to do door to door. The screening has led to early identification of the patient. Then early identification led to early testing. Early testing led to early treatment, and early treatment led to early discharge. And this is how people started getting discharged in the area. There are many learnings. Most important learning is public-private partnership, which is very much important in any kind of pandemic. Second thing is to believe in yourself is very important, because in such pandemic there was no guidance or there was no reference book, and even Dharavi pattern was not a pattern. It was never decided in the start of April or end March that we will follow this pattern. It was all situational. It started happening, and we started doing things. So one is public private partnership is the important learning from this. The community engagement, without community being engaged, you cannot achieve this. Means all credit goes to people of Dharavi. Because if you say, because BMC is working everywhere across Mumbai, and even police is working everywhere, then why Dharavi only? Because the credit goes to Dharavikers, because these people responded well to every act of government. And so the community engagement, the NGOs working in Dharavi were very powerful and very effective. They only created volunteers. They only asked people to, even when uh, were short of staff, like doctors, engineers, and doctors, ward boys, and nurses. We just put advertisement that we want to appoint few doctors and ward boys and nurses on contractual basis. There was queue of 400 people for the post of 50 ward boys. So you can see the amount of need in the area and the amount of resources available in the area. And we just tapped that resource screening. So the staff was the problem, because the April month was so scary. Especially first week of April was so scary that everybody was running away, especially even few doctors who were prefer to close their clinic. But one thing we must from people of Dharavi or the community, or what is community engagement is, that is the perfect example is the doctors, private practitioners in Dharavi, who are in good contact. Because like even our family doctor, we trust him like anything. And these doctors came to me and they said, "Ki, sir, our clinics are closed. We cannot open the clinic. So we are just sitting idle, and we are doctors, and it is very unethical to sit idle. So just let us know." And I must tell you, I must name them that one of them was Anil Pachnekar, who is above 60. And second one is Shiv Kumar Uttare, who is head of these, who are head of that association. There are many like that. 350 people are there who are Mahim Dharavi Medical Practitioners Association is there, and they both said ki we are ready to help you, and without charging a single rupee or asking for a single rupee, they just expected that ki you should give us a PPE kit and hand gloves, mask, and thermal scanner and oximeter. That is enough for us, and food and the water in between, and we will help you to screen. And this team of 24 doctors have screened 47,000 people in 8 days. So the approach was end-to-end approach, that a person detected in Dharavi shall be cured in Dharavi. And unless there is a critical emergency, then only he shall be sent outside Dharavi. And this is what paid during that time. And the public-private partnership is one takeaway. Community engagement is another takeaway. And one more engagement is the staff's commitment. BMC always been criticized for many things over the years, let it be monsoon or let it be anything. The staff never get their due credit. But I must tell you, in Mumbai, most of the people working in BMC, like me, they have their own hometown outside Mumbai. Like I'm from Nasik and I came here for the purpose of work only. But many Mumbaikars run away and went back to their hometown. But none of the staff has run away from there and preferred hometown that we will rest it. Everybody was equally fighting and everybody was equally this thing. So what I want to say is, in such situation, to be positive and to be proactive is the only option. Whenever in life we are in a condition of means some stress or something, so never situation get hold of you. You have to get hold of the situation, whatever may be the reason. Because so these are the few learnings which we got from the Dharavi model. And one more important thing is a transparency, that whatever you are doing, you should convey to public at large. Okay, this is what we are doing. These are the cases and these are the deaths and these are the things which is happening. So that one must trust you, including media, that whatever happening is your for your benefit. If you started hiding things, that because there was tremendous pressure during that time, that cases were rising, everybody was questioning what he is doing, what you are not doing. Though you have to trust on, you have to believe on yourself that yes, I am doing fever camps, I am finding out people and I am testing them. So of course number has to rise, but at least I have satisfaction that I am identifying these people at early stage and I am treating them at early stage. So that is what much required than the hiding the cases. That was, and this is how everything pays off later on. See, Dharavi, you must have heard about DRP, Dharavi Redevelopment Project, which is last 12 years it is been going on. DRP was formed 12 years back. And till that, from that time, they are planning for redevelopment of Dharavi. I think this pandemic and the kind of success Dharavi got will lead to fast steps towards the redevelopment of Dharavi, which is the need of the hour right now, because all the Dharavikars being rehabilitated there itself, and they want to preserve all the small scale industry hub, the 5,000 GST registered businesses and 15,000 factories. They all want to restore there itself. So that will also will move with that will get a will, and that will move very fast, which I believe. One more important thing we realize in last 2-3 months is the health infrastructure need to be work in the area, because there is only one hospital, Sion Hospital, where the Dharavi completely depend on Sion Hospital. There has to be an independent hospital with a good health infrastructure, like maternity home and TB hospital and even COVID hospital now. And health infrastructure need to be strengthened in the area, and we will soon see something in even Tata Group. Ratan Tata has asked for that they want to work in Dharavi and donate something for the people of Dharavi. Same thing, the sanitization and sanitary infrastructure, like sewer network, then community toilets, the condition of community toilet need to be improved in the area, and we will definitely see some improvement in that sector as well. And most importantly, a behavioral change in people of Dharavi, like the cleanliness habit, and maybe the means they have to be become sustainable now, and they have to be means these all behavioral habits which are now temporary developed among ourselves, that should become permanent and part and parcel of our daily behavior. and that is one of the challenges which I'm seeing. And definitely future of Dharavi, the way it has responded, the confidence level of Dharavikers now is amazing, that everybody is fighting with means there was one joke roaming around that somebody lands on airport and said ki, looking at the media reports, there is only one place in India where we can settle is Dharavi now, because that is the only place from where good news are coming. See what is happening in slums, especially in Mumbai slums, that the authority and the people of slum are not that conversant with each other, because there are many illegal aspects to slum. They like illegal construction, illegal water connection, everything is there are, there are very few legitimate things apart, and these people are very scared to come to government. So at such places NGOs take a lead, and they start working in the areas. And there are many selfless NGOs, or maybe United Nations finance or UNESCO finance NGOs which are working in the area, and they are working on that. For example, when initially we were preparing grocery packets for them, and we all were thinking only about dal and rice and oil and everything, but no one think of donating sanitary pads or the sanitizer, the mask, gloves, which is now one of the essential, hand washes. When Lifebuoy donated us 5,000 hand washes, and when we put hand washes at every community toilet, so that people will use hand wash while using the toilet to avoid the infection, now spreading the infection. And all hand washes were stolen on the first day itself, but we were very happy that at least they are taking that hand wash and using at home. So we again put that fixed kind of hand washes in the area. So these are the basic habits. We have to engage few NGOs, and this is how government should come forward, and the health wing of government, specifically a corporation. We in coordination with the NGOs, local NGOs and local representative, must bring this behavioral change through these NGOs only.